In my last post with Nicki Minaj and SZA, we were talking about, kind of how this whole thing went down. And this comment here, you're kind of right, but I think there's a point that we have to be mindful. I said it in my last video where Punch from TDE had posted Broken Barbies, which is a song from an artist he's promoting. So that could be misinterpreted. But then SZA said, don't take the bait and all that. We get that. But what I do want to say is that SZA has kind of made an exit in this thing. Nicki made a few more posts, and I believe she's on her station head thing. And I just want to share a few things, and I want to talk to you about a life lesson here because my brain is wired a bit weird, right? So Nicki shares a picture of Punch and says, it's guys, let's be nice. Let's be nice, right? And as you can see here, the very interesting part is the 30 million streams that disappeared. I want to talk about that in a little bit as well. But what I do want to show you guys as well, SZA had posted, let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. You'll have a blessed night. See you tomorrow for night 2 in Paris. That's important. And Nicki says, I'm in a meeting, so I don't know if you were still talking. But if not, I'll delete it later. That's also important. Hear me out. All right? Peep game. Now, to my earlier point, she says I wasn't even talking about or 21, blah, blah, blah. You get that point. But just peep game. And the point is, some of you may think I'm a bit averse to confrontation. But I know a little bit about confrontation, and I'm thinking about something I read in the Art of War. It's about timing and opportunity. I think 33 Strategies of War talks about this as well. But timing and opportunity. And I think about Nicki Minaj, who was in a meeting. We would know that. I don't think SZA would know that. Not great timing. And we're also going to talk about stamina, right? But a meeting is easier to go in, type away at your phone. And I think about SZA, who's on tour in another country, on another continent. And timing, opportunity, stamina. SZA, if you're on tour, okay, if I was on your camp, I would have told you, now is not the right time to engage. Tour is crazy. Your mom's back home, worried about you. You're losing your voice. You're tired. I know you could be on your phone chilling, maybe bored, but it's just not the right setting. Not the timing for war. I talk about this a lot I have my What's Beef documentary coming out, but my Rap Corner Man, fake series that I have on my backup, right? I talk about that a lot. Like, this is one of them that I would add, right? Attack, right timing, right opportunity, have the stamina, gauge the stamina of the other person. So when somebody's talking about you, maybe you threw a sub and they get right into it, you got to ask yourself, do I want to fully engage right now? Nicki probably made a good decision. I'm in a meeting. So that's just where my brain went to in this life lesson, which is like, actually, that's just a rule, period. That's like a rap shit. Just don't engage with people on tour. Don't do it, right? Now, back to the 30 million streams. My interns were useless on this. The reason why is because it's streams, right? So I don't know if she's referring to a SZA song specifically that lost streams. Haven't heard anything about that. I do recall 30 million number being Spotify listeners from an artist from TDE, I believe Doechii, right? But monthly listeners change all the time. I think even Kendrick lost monthly listeners. So it goes up, goes down, depending on what you got going on. So I don't know if that's what she's referring to, but that's the closest I could get to. So yeah, timing, stamina.